It's a foggy evening here in Eguisheim, but honestly, that makes it even more magical. The whole town feels like it's wrapped in a soft, dreamy blanket. The mist floats gently through the narrow cobbled streets, and the warm glow of Christmas lights flickers through it like fireflies. It's as if the fog and the lights are dancing together, creating this tender, almost mysterious winter fairy tale. This video will be a little shorter than usual because Eguisheim is quite a small town, but oh my goodness, it's so full of charm. Every corner looks like it was taken straight out of a Christmas postcard. The decorations might be smaller than those in Strasbourg or Colmar, but the atmosphere? It's just as magical. Sometimes it's in these smaller places that the true Christmas spirit feels strongest. So if you're enjoying this little adventure, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a like, and share it with someone who loves Christmas markets as much as we do. It helps more than you can imagine. Now we're walking into St. Leon's Square, and oh, it's breathtaking. The Chapelle St. Leon 9 is glowing in these beautiful shades of blue and pink, like it's bathed in the light of a winter sunset. The surrounding Christmas lights are warm and golden, and when they meet the fog, everything becomes soft and dreamy, like a scene from a snow globe. It's unlike any other Christmas market I've seen, romantic, serene, and a little bit mysterious. Even though Eguisheim is small, I'm so happy I came here tonight. It doesn't disappoint at all. In fact, it feels even more special because it's so intimate. You can actually take your time to notice every detail: the twinkling garlands, the laughter echoing softly through the fog, the scent of cinnamon and roasted chestnuts drifting through the air. To my right, there's the charming building of Domain Schneider Paul and Wine Garden, all dressed up in twinkling lights and pine garlands. It's so beautifully decorated that people can't help but stop and take photos. There's even a little mulled wine stand right outside, and honestly, I can't imagine anything better right now than holding a warm cup of vin chaud in this misty evening air. The steam rising from the cup almost blends into the fog. It's pure Christmas coziness. Now we're walking towards the first Christmas market here in Eguisheim, just behind the Chapelle St. Leon 9. The entrance, rows of blue Christmas lights welcome us, shimmering softly through the fog. Inside, the market glows with warm golden lights, and that contrast between the cool blue and the cozy amber tones feels absolutely enchanting. It's like stepping into a secret Christmas world that only appears when the fog rolls in. The stalls are filled with treasures: handmade perfumes, little wooden souvenirs, knitted scarves, and thick winter hats that look perfect for chilly Alsace evenings. Everywhere you turn, there's laughter, soft music, and the comforting smell of mulled wine and gingerbread. And just look around. The strings of lights stretch from one half-timbered house to another, twinkling like stars caught in the fog. The air is so peaceful yet full of joy. The old Alsatian buildings, with their pastel shutters and sloping roofs, look like something out of a fairy tale book, each one wearing its own little crown of lights and decorations. There are quite a few people here tonight, wandering slowly through the market, smiling and holding their warm drinks. But who could blame them? How could anyone resist a place that looks like this? Eguisheim might be small, but it feels like discovering a hidden Christmas secret, a place where the magic is quieter, gentler, and somehow even more real. That's why I always say it's worth exploring the smaller towns during Christmas time. You never know what hidden gem you might find, and tonight, Eguisheim truly feels like one. After leaving the first market, I continue wandering through the quiet, glowing streets of Eguisheim. The fog is still gently rolling through the town, softening every sound, making the lights shimmer like tiny stars caught in a dream. The air smells like cinnamon, mulled wine, and cold winter air, that perfect combination that instantly feels like Christmas. We soon arrive at the next Christmas market, right in the square where the Fuente del Mercado fountain stands. The fountain, surrounded by half-timbered houses draped in garlands and fairy lights, looks absolutely enchanting. The reflections of the lights dance across the cobblestones, and the soft hum of Christmas carols fills the air. This part of Eguisheim feels calmer, a little more peaceful, the kind of place where you can slow down, take a deep breath, and truly feel the Christmas spirit sink in. Here, the atmosphere is a bit more relaxed. People stroll slowly between the stalls, smiling at the artisans and admiring all the handmade treasures. The stall owners greet everyone with warm smiles, their cheeks rosy from the cold. You can tell that behind every little object lies someone's care, patience, and love, and that's exactly what makes Christmas markets so special. As I walk around, I take in all the details, the way the fog curls around the rooftops, the sound of laughter echoing softly between the buildings, the flicker of candles in the windows. It all feels like time has slowed down. Eguisheim doesn't try too hard to impress, it just is beautiful, effortlessly, quietly, genuinely. I wander to the edge of the town, where the narrow streets spot being lit by Christmas lights. After a moment, I turn back, letting the lights of Eguisheim draw me in again like a warm embrace. On the way back, I'll let you simply admire how wonderfully this town is dressed for Christmas. Every balcony is wrapped in pine branches and ribbons, every window glows with candles, and every door seems to tell its own little story. Eguisheim might be small, but it carries the heart of Christmas, gentle, sincere, and filled with warmth. And while we walk, let me tell you a few interesting things about this lovely town, because Eguisheim isn't just beautiful, it's truly special. Nestled right in the heart of Alsace, surrounded by soft hills covered in vineyards, Eguisheim is officially recognized as one of Les Plus Beaux villages de France, one of the most beautiful villages in the entire country. And honestly, it's easy to see why. The moment you step into its cobblestone streets, you feel like you've entered another world, one where time slows down and every stone, every shutter, every tiny detail seems to whisper a story. What makes Eguisheim so unique is its circular shape. The streets don't follow straight lines like in most towns. Instead, they curve and spiral gently around the old castle in the center, almost like the rings of a tree. It It's such a rare and charming layout, and walking through it feels like wandering through a labyrinth made of pastel houses, wooden beams, and glowing Christmas lights. Everywhere you turn, you discover something new: a tiny archway, a hidden courtyard, a window framed with holly and candles. It's like the town was designed for slow strolls and quiet wonder. Eguisheim's history goes back more than 1,000 years, and it carries that heritage with grace. It's actually the birthplace of Pope Leo IX, who was born here in the year 1002, back when Eguisheim was just a small medieval settlement surrounded by fortifications. You can almost imagine how it looked back then, a peaceful little place where the church bells echoed across the vineyards and life moved gently with the rhythm of the seasons. There's something about that deep sense of history that you can still feel in the air today. Even as Christmas lights twinkle from every balcony, you know that this town has seen centuries of winters and celebrations before, and somehow it has kept its soul intact. What I love most, though, is how Eguisheim manages to feel both ancient and alive at the same time. The past is everywhere, in the old stones and the towers and the way the streets wrap protectively around the heart of the village, but it doesn't feel distant. Feels warm, living, and full of spirit. The locals decorate their homes with such care. Their smiles light up the narrow alleys, and every window seems to invite you in for a moment of comfort. And especially now, during Christmas, Eguisheim feels like a fairy tale that's come to life. It's as if all those centuries of history and tradition are quietly joining in the celebration, wrapping the town in a soft, nostalgic magic. It's the kind of place where you can believe in miracles again, where you feel small in the best possible way, just a tiny part of something beautiful and eternal. Now that we're reaching the end of our little evening walk, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on this cozy journey through Eguisheim. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. It means the world and helps this small channel grow. I wish you all a beautiful holiday season. May it be filled with love, laughter, and the kind of warmth that only Christmas can bring. And don't forget to join me this Sunday, because we'll be visiting a Christmas fair in Germany that's absolutely gorgeous. You definitely won't want to miss it. Until then, Merry Christmas, and see you in the next video.